What's your name? How old are you?
I'm Queenie and I'm 7 years old.
Today, I'm super happy to be here with Lloyd Lee Choi because we're going to talk about an amazing film that it's Closing Dynasty. So this is a lovely story about a little girl who hustles and seeks ways to make money on New York city streets. Is this film based on a true story?
Yeah, this film was inspired by an actual interaction I had with a little kid a few years ago. And he just came up to me. He was really small and maybe 7 years old. And he tried to, get me to donate to his school basketball team. But he was by himself. And it was just a striking image to see this kid alone in this big city. So he was stuck in my head for many years. And when this opportunity came up from Gold House and Netflix and Tribeca for the Future Gold Film Fellowship, I wrote the script very quickly. This kid was in my head for so many years, and I want to know more about him. I want to explore this story, and that's how the film came about.
How was the process to find the actress who played Queenie?
Yeah, we spent a month casting. So we spent maybe a little over a month casting, and I was trying to find a little boy actually to represent the kid I met in real life. So we spent a while looking for him, but just couldn't find the right kid to carry this film. So yeah, we opened it up to little girls, and we found a few amazing little actors. But immediately we saw Malinka, and she had something special. She was perfect. I think one day I'll release her casting tape. It's one of the best casting tapes you'll ever see. And she does a rendition of Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi. That was part of the audition, and it's probably the cutest thing you'll ever see.
Your film is visually rich thanks to the cinematography of Christopher Liu, but also because all the New York locations that you pick, as the subway, the fancy house, the streets. So in how many days did you film this short, and what was your favorite scene?
We filmed it over 5 days, over 1 week. I think my favorite scene, oh man, good question. I think the open house. It was just a very challenging scene to shoot, and because of a storm that came in and just sort of ruined the plans that we had intended for that day. After sort of last minute decision making and collaboration with Chris and figuring out how to solve our sudden problem of not being able to shoot outside, I think we adapted really well and made a great scene.
Last year, your other film, Same Old, was premiered in Cannes Film Festival. And right now, Closing Dynasty is already being considered by the Academy Awards 2024. So saying this sounds easy, but it isn't at all. So I'm really curious, how was your journey as filmmaker until this point?
It's only in the last couple of years where I really committed myself to pursuing the narrative side, really making films that I really care about, stories I really want to explore. For about 7 years, I've been directing commercials, doing ad campaigns for big corporations, and there's only it's fun and it's fulfilling, but there's a certain limit on in terms of expressing your artistic voice. So for me, that was a great sort of training ground to be on set, to be directing, to manage a crew. So when I came to doing these shorts and really jumping into the narrative space now, I feel like I'm well equipped. I feel like I have the experience to do it, and now it's a matter of can I tell this story well? So that's exciting.
How do you feel about being a voice that reflects stories of the Asian community through your work?
I think it's exciting, in terms of the new wave of, I think, what I call, Asian American cinema. It's just starting in the last 3 years. I mean, it started many years ago, but there were 2 films actually focusing on the Asian American experience. So for me, this is just a really exciting opportunity to explore stories that really haven't been seen before. I mean, recently, the last year, we've seen incredible TV shows and films coming out, and just inspires me to make my own and contribute to that wave. Yeah, we're just starting our Oscar campaign. We have some exciting news. Exciting that there's a lot of momentum behind the film, and I just want as many people to see it and to experience the incredible performance that Millie gave.